Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I can actually see a tail wagging, which means Queen Bee has joined us for this video. So today's video is one for my crafty ladies, but it is also one for my ladies who love an absolute bargain. I have teamed up with Dealz, which is Poundland in the UK, and I got very crafty today, and I also set up my table as well. This time of year you can spend an absolute fortune with Christmas and presents and everything, but I honestly believe that you can create the Christmas you want without breaking the bank. So I have picked some stuff from Dealz. I have done some crafty hacks which I'm going to share with you today, and I also style up my table. So I wanted to show you that you could have that Pinterest worthy Christmas but not have to spend an absolute fortune, because let's face it, I mean, it is only one day after all. So I hope you get some inspiration from this video and you try out some of the DIYs as well. So the first thing I made using the craft stuff from Dealz was a DIY wreath, and I'm going to show you how I made it. I made a kind of smaller size one, and you'll notice that my style of decor, my wreath is actually over there, but you'll notice that my kind of style of decor this year for Christmas is very pastel. It's very in keeping with my own decor. So if you are making a wreath, don't be afraid to change up the colours to suit you. So take the technique, take the inspiration, and just change the colours to suit your house. So let's get into how I made my wreath. For my wreath, I used one of the polystyrene smaller wreaths from Dealz, and I also had some faux flowers, some foliage, and some wool. The first thing I did was I wrapped all of the wool around my wreath, and this was the longest part of this DIY. I also just applied some glue at the beginning to stop it from unraveling on me. Once all the wool was around my wreath, I then played around with the faux flowers and foliage to see how I kind of wanted it to sit and what I wanted it to look like. I then just went ahead and cut up everything using a wire cutters, and I glued it into place. Don't be afraid to kind of get creative and play around a few times with this before getting it exactly right. Next up with my DIYs is the polystyrene glitter baubles. This was quite messy but quite fun to make at the same time. I used the glitter pots that were €1.50 from Dealz, and I just used an old sweet tin just to contain the kind of mess. So I applied a thin layer of PVA glue all over the polystyrene ball, and then I simply poured the glitter over it. I just used the sweet tin to kind of stop the glitter from getting everywhere, even though it did get everywhere. But you can just pat on the glitter if it falls off, and add glue if you have any kind of bald patches. I then simply popped it in a glass to dry. Once my bauble was fully dry, I then applied the ribbon. So I applied a loop on top, and then I applied a bow as well, and I just used the glue to stick it on and keep it in place. I'm just in my craft room because I wanted to do a little bit of a haul, just a quick one to show you some of the items that I didn't use on the DIYs that I made, but I still want to show you because in case you guys want to make them. So when I was in the craft section in Dealz, there was these two things that I thought were super cute. So I'll start with the pom-pom pugs. So I haven't had a chance to make these, but there was loads of kind of little gift sets or just like little mini makes, I suppose you could call them. They were all €1.50. So actually everything in today's video is $1.50. I didn't buy any of the items from, like, sometimes there can be slightly dearer items. Everything was $1.50. So pom-pom pugs, and in the back the pom-poms are already made. Comes with all of the eyes, all of the little nose, little things to stick on. They're actually pre-glued as well, so you don't even need glue. On the front actually it does have age, so just to give you a guide if you are making it with kids. So I just thought the pom-pom pugs were so cute. There was also little DIY snowman cards. What I love about these is they just come with everything in the pack. So you've even got like the glitter glue, the little mini pom-poms for his belly, the little eyes, and everything is pre-stuck as well. So they're just some of the small little mini makes that they had in the shop. Now, I went to like a card making section, and I don't know if you're into card making. I haven't done much with card making, but if you are, I think you're gonna love it. So basically I picked up loads of these. Now I used some of them. So I had some mini bows which I used for my You're Gonna See Next. I used them with the table names. There was also, look at these tiny little envelopes. I just thought they were so cute. These were down the card making section, just in case you missed them. There was also these mini little, it's these little felt, like, I can never say it, poinsettia. Anyway, little mini felt flowers. So if you are making some cards or doing some table names, I thought they'd be really cute. I love that noise. When I hear that noise, I think of Santi. So mini belts, perfect for, you can use these for any crafts. Actually, I could hang these on my sequin stockings. $1.50 for a big pack of them. I got some mini Christmas berries. I actually went a bit mad down the wreath making section. I didn't use these on my wreath, but I have some wreaths that I already have and I could pop them on. There was lots of ribbon, glitter, lots of glitter. I actually, with the glitter I used for the glitter baubles, for all the baubles I made, that's all the glitter I used. So there's loads in these pots. I basically scooped up my leftover glitter and popped it back in the little jar. So $1.50. Bargain. Down the actual art section, the non-Christmas craft section, there was stuff, and it reminded me of being a kid. So when I was a kid, I used to love, at Christmas I would get brand new markers, brand new colouring pencils, fresh like paper, drawing paper or colouring books, and that was me sorted. Santa would put it in my stocking, and I used to live when I got a fresh pair of markers and colouring pencils. So if you know someone, maybe you've got a niece or nephew or your own kids who appreciates that as well, give them the gift of craft and top up their supplies and get them. There was like so many colouring books, so many little packets of like pencils, markers, paints. I could have went to town down that aisle. So just a heads up if you have someone in your life who is crafty and that they would appreciate that. There was also loads of wool in the shop. So pom-poms are huge at the moment, and if you are a fellow pom-pom fiend, then you can get your wool fix in Dealz. So all of the wool was $1.50. Now I got a thin wool for my wreath, but they had chunkier wool. There was loads of wool. So if you want to do like a pom-pom wreath, get your wool in there. They had loads of colours too. There was like Christmassy colours as well as the kind of pastel ones as well. So that is everything that I picked up. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to make some names for the table. So I'm going to set up my table. But before that, I'm going to make some cute little place names. Is that what you'd call them? Like to set the table. So I'm going to use some of the stuff to make them. So these were really simple to make. I basically just glued on some card to the back of these little wooden shapes. I also used the wooden side facing outwards, not the pattern side. I'm also not a fan of my handwriting, so I used a little stamping kit that I already had in my craft kit, and I stamped on the names for the name tags. So these are the plates. So these are from the kitchen section, and then the gold plate underneath, I got them in the Christmas section. So this is the tableware that I'm going to be using to style up my table today, and then I'm going to decorate it all festive and pretty. Lot for today's video. I hope you got some inspiration. Do let me know if you're gonna have a shot at making either the wreath or the bauble, or did you get some table setting ideas? I'll put my hands up as well. I am not the best at setting tables. I am not the kind of culinary I'm not in there with how to set the table proper, but I think I did a good job, and I'll put my own stamp on my table as well. I also want to say a massive thank you to the guys at Dealz for teaming up with me with this video, because it was actually really fun to do, and I went to town in the craft section. Do pop over to Instagram where you can tag me if you do get a little crafty haul, or if you make one of the wreaths or the baubles or whatever you make with the crafty items. You guys actually give me loads of ideas and inspiration when you tag me on Instagram, and I see how you guys put your own stamp on things and how you've like tweaked things to suit you, so I get a lot of inspo from you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, hit the red subscribe button below. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye everyone.